Do you honestly think saving money is going to make you rich? Since we were kids, we've been fed the same old line: save your pennies, put it in the piggy bank, save for a rainy day. We grow up believing that the more we hoard, the safer we are. But today, I'm going to tell you the truth, a truth that might shatter everything you've been taught about money. The reality is, saving money isn't making you wealthy, it is slowly making you poor. I know, that sounds crazy, right? It sounds reckless, but this is the harsh reality of the modern economy. If you think leaving your cash sitting in a traditional savings account is a smart move, the next few minutes are going to completely change how you see the world. The problem isn't the money itself. The problem is what we do with it. We treat money like a trophy to be kept on a shelf. But did you know that the cash sitting in your dresser drawer or your bank account is losing value every single day? It's called inflation. Think about it simply. 5 years ago, $100 could fill up your grocery cart. Today, that same $100 barely covers the essentials. The number on the bill hasn't changed, but its power has. So when you save money, you aren't preserving wealth. You are watching it melt away like an ice cube in the sun. I'm not the only one saying this. If you look at what financial experts are saying right now, the consensus is clear. There's a viral concept circulating where an accountant explains money habits keeping you poor. In these breakdowns, they show exactly why the middle class stays stuck in the rat race. It's because they cling to their cash out of fear. That accountant explains that when you let money sit idle, you are effectively killing your future potential. Wealthy people don't make this mistake. They know that hoarding cash is the fastest way to lose the game. Now, don't get me wrong. Am I saying you should go out and blow your paycheck on things you don't need? Absolutely not. That's foolish. You need to understand the massive difference between saving and investing. There's a timeless piece of wisdom that explains this better than any textbook. It's often shared online as "never save money," a grandfather's life lesson, motivational story in English about work and wisdom. The core of this story is simple but profound. Imagine a grandfather teaching his grandson about farming. He says, if you keep your best seeds locked in a jar to keep them safe, they will eventually rot or be eaten by bugs. But if you take the risk and throw those seeds into the dirt, one seed will turn into 100. Money is exactly like those seeds. Keeping it in the bank is like keeping seeds in a jar. Investing it is like planting them. You have to risk the seed to get the harvest. The sad part is most people are too scared to plant the seed. We're terrified of the what-ifs. We think, what if I lose it? So we play it safe. But in today's world, playing safe is the most dangerous thing you can do. You might have seen videos trending with titles like "Never Save Money. This life lesson changed everything. Motivational story." Do you know why these stories go viral? Because when people finally get it, when that light bulb goes on, it changes their entire life trajectory. They realize that by holding on to money, they were actually stopping the flow. The word currency comes from the word current, like water. If you stop the flow of water, it becomes stagnant and toxic. The same happens with your finances. So, what's the game plan? Should you stop saving starting tomorrow? No. You have to be smart. You need an emergency fund, maybe 3 to 6 months of expenses just to sleep easy at night. But beyond that, every extra dollar needs a job. You can't let it be lazy. You need to shift your mindset from saving to growing. When you get paid, don't just park it. Put it somewhere where it beats inflation. That could be the stock market, real estate, starting a side hustle, or even investing in your own education to learn a new high-paying skill. If you don't change how you view money, your bank account will never change. You need to adopt a strong abundance mindset. This entire concept is best summarized by the philosophy behind "Never Save Money," a motivational story that will change your thinking. This narrative teaches us that your small sacrifice today, that risk you take by investing, is what builds an empire tomorrow. Saving is easy, anyone can do that. But making money work for you, that is an art form. Once you master that art, you will see your financial life grow in ways you never imagined. So, drop the old school idea that cash is king. It's not. Cash is trash if it's not moving.
Ask yourself right now, is my money working for me or am I working for money? If you're working for money, it's time to flip the script. Rich people build assets. They don't just stack cash. At the end of the day, nobody remembers how much you saved. They remember the value you created and the legacy you built. I hope this conversation sparked something in you today. I know some of this might sound tough, but sometimes we need a wake-up call to break out of the cycle. If you found value in this video and you're ready to stop following the herd and start building real freedom, you're in the right place. We talk about the things schools never taught us. To keep upgrading your mindset, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the truth. Also, smash that like button. It helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. Thanks for watching, and keep pushing for your own growth. This is Historic Rise.